If you want to get away from it all, there can be few places more secluded than Thorn Island. Situated 3 nautical miles off the coast of Pembrokeshire in West Wales, United Kingdom, the private island is home to a 19th century fort which has now gone up for sale. The owner is seeking offers in excess of £3 million or $4 million for the island and its historic fort. That's according to the listing on the Strutt and Parker website. The sprawling property is accessed via private boat or helicopter and extends to just under 2.49 acres in total. Thorn Island's fort also has a helipad, a covered rooftop bar with a games room and a sea view office. According to Strutt and Parker, the fort was originally designed to house 100 men and was constructed between 1852 and 1854. It was part of a wider plan at the time to strengthen national defenses against a possible Napoleonic invasion. Today, the restored property can sleep up to 20 people in its 5 plush bedrooms. Other living spaces include grand dining rooms and sheltered terraces bound by barrack-style walls. The agent added that the island has been the subject of a recent and extensive restoration by the current owners. Quote, "The vendors purchased the island in 2017 and have carried out an extensive program of works to restore the fort whilst retaining many period features. These works include the installation of a new roof, repointing of the external seawalls, installation of modern services throughout including water, drainage, electricity and central heating." Unquote. Built on the craggy outpost, the fort guarded against potential invaders for decades. But over time its military role faded and the island was first sold in 1932 when it became a hotel. It changed hands several times before being sold again in 2017 to its current owner, British tech entrepreneur Mike Connor. In an interview with CNN, Connor revealed that he saw a video of Thorn Island on YouTube and immediately fell in love with the secluded spot. He purchased the island for £500,000 or $670,000 back then. The fort, protected by law due to what's known as a grade 2 listing, had no windows or utilities and was waterlogged. But Connor told CNN that he was fascinated and seized the opportunity to undertake a once-in-a-lifetime restoration. "When I saw the video, I thought, wow, what a cool place," he said. "And I just made a few phone calls and tracked down who the owners were and made an offer." While he admitted he had underestimated a lot of things, including the effort involved in installing flushing toilets, it was quite a healthy midlife crisis, he said, chuckling, before adding, "I just wanted to do it because it was a challenge." He said that his company arranged for the delivery of materials to the island via helicopter. It took 350 trips over 2 days to get everything from topsoil and building materials to heat pumps for central heating and hot water to the island. A team of builders lived in the original barracks for years while the reconstruction was underway. But why did it take so long? Part of the reason it took so long was that the fort was in a pretty bad state of repair. "When I took it over," Connor explained in a press release that was sent to CNN, "sandblasting the walls to reveal the original stone alone took 6 months. Meanwhile, the granite walls in parts were so saturated with historic moisture that it led to flooding. We had to dig trenches through solid rock to get the water out," he said in the release. Connor, the founder of Apps Broker, which later became Kadia, told CNN that the overhaul cost more than £2 million or $2.7 million. He added that the substantial investment included a £300, $0 or $400,000 outlay on renewable energy. This included solar panels and battery storage and a biodigester system for wastewater. This allows the off-grid fort to be completely self-sufficient. The tech entrepreneur, who has a degree in industrial design, said that he had always been interested in property and had owned a number of homes, but he said that none of them had presented the kind of challenges that Thorn Island Fort did. "You have to work out how to build something that withstands salt air and storm force winds. Those are not normal building conditions," he said. In the release sent to CNN, he said that although he and his family had stayed in the fort, which has panoramic views of the sea, they hadn't had the chance to really enjoy it yet. They had, however, taken the kids over for the day on a couple of occasions. "It's an amazing experience. It's very cool," he said, adding that the fort is an incredible party venue and could be used for celebrations, such as weddings or anniversaries. You can arrive and really get away from it all, he said. So why is he selling? I'm looking for another basket case to renovate, he said with a laugh. He added that he would like to see the fort continue to be used as a private residence. It's big enough for a family to live in, and it would be great if somebody came along and did it up to make it a really nice family home. According to the listing, the island is located in an area of outstanding natural beauty and is situated off the coast of the Pembrokeshire Coast National Park. It says that the island is approached over a private tidal access which leads to the private harbor and jetty where boats can be moored. The listing also notes that the property is approached via a 300-meter causeway, which is only accessible at low tide. It adds that the island's harbor has been dredged and can accommodate vessels of up to 25 meters in length. Connor told CNN that he enjoys sailing and keeps a 25-meter yacht in the harbor. He said that the water depth is around 2.5 to 3 meters at low tide and that there's enough space for 3 boats in the harbor. According to the listing, the fort comprises the main building, which is listed as Grade 2 with a detached 2-bedroom cottage, to boathouses and a range of outbuildings. The main building extends to around 1,593 square meters, according to Strutt and Parker. The description reads, Grade 2 listed former Coast Guard fort extending to just under 150 square feet set within its own grounds of 2.49 acres and approached by private boat or helicopter only. 6 double-bedroom principal residence, 2-bedroom annex, storerooms, plant rooms, games room, rooftop bar and stunning far-reaching sea views. It adds that the property has a guide price of offers in excess of £3 million or $4 million. One of the more unusual aspects of the property is that it has a rooftop bar with panoramic views across the sea. It's certainly one way to take in the surroundings, but if you'd prefer to take in the view from somewhere a little more comfortable, you could always sit on one of the many sofas or armchairs dotted around the interior of the property. The listing also states that the property comes with around 1.2 acres of land, including gardens, a car park and the private harbor. According to Connor, the island is not subject to any covenants, restrictions or tenancies, save for a mooring and occupation license from the Crown, which will be granted to the purchaser. He added that the vendors will vacate the property upon completion of the purchase. Connor said that his favorite part of the fort is the central area, which features a mixture of old and new. It's a really interesting mix of old and new architecture together, he said, gesturing to exposed stonework and sleek glass windows and doors which lead out onto terraces overlooking the sea. I think that's probably my favorite part. It's the heart of the building and the best place to entertain guests. For those of you wondering whether the island is haunted, Connor revealed that he hasn't seen any ghosts during his time there, but he wouldn't rule it out. You know, it's nearly 100 years old. I think most of the people that died here died of old age, he said with a laugh. I haven't seen any, but I'm sure they're here somewhere. Now watch another property video from our channel or have a look at these.